Thank you. All right, so we're going to jump into the numbers. And of course, I know Brad and a lot of other people have been watching us for years. We had this little dodgeball we had to play back when the volcano had gone off in 18, and so we couldn't compare 2019 numbers to 2018 for a few months there. So we kind of were hitting that point where May was kind of slow last year. So
because we were in lockdown. If you forgot, just in case you forgot.
Everybody knows that nightmare. It wasn't just a Hawaii thing. So, interesting, when I look at last month's number of sales, there was only 26 homes sold last year. I'm sorry.
At this time last year.
Yeah, May of last year, 26 homes sold. And so this year there's 52. And 52 is not a whole bunch. That's kind of an average year. I went back to 2019 over 18.
Yeah.
And it was 60 over 53. So we're right there in the middle of where we would normally run. So I think but that's just, this is the difference in knowing the market and being here and being on it. It's not that the sales have slowed, it's that the inventory, there's nothing there. So the prices shot way up when the inventory went way down. And so it's kind of, I'll tell you, my wife and I have looked at each other and said, this is the best time in the world to sell. And it's like, where are we going to go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What am I going to do? Sell and buy back in and start all over again?
I put it on my Facebook page. I said, would you consider now a good time to buy? And a bunch of people said, if I could sell my house, I would, but I have no place else to go.
That's it.
So now sellers are trapped.
Sellers are trapped, and so there's nothing for buyers. So I think that's kind of what's sold. That's what's happening. So if you look at those numbers back on a couple pages back, you'll see the graphs going down a little bit. Pull that up real quick. But it's not a sign of the times, it's a sign of the inventory is what it is. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Where to go? You'll see these drop-offs kind of dropping down. And again, it's just an inventory thing.
Right, so it looks like sales are going down. So if you didn't know what was happening in the market, right?
Right.
You would think that the buyers had pulled out and there wasn't people buying houses.
Nothing going on.
But that's not what's happening.
It's not what's happening. But you and I both know, we've had this conversation that we're not getting the crazy phone calls like we were getting before. The phones have slowed down some. The emails have slowed down some. Still got the solid buyers in there. What's kind of disappearing from the market is people that had never been here, didn't know what they wanted, weren't sure what they were going to do, and where they were just calling any place and everywhere looking for a deal. Yeah. So that's a good sign, that we've lost the craziness. So. Yeah.
And now I think some people are also realizing that they, I know this isn't, a realtor wouldn't say this, but,
I'll let Julie say.
Okay, there's some buyers who have left the market because the housing prices have gotten to the point where they're so high, they just feel like they can't compete anymore. Yeah. And instead of going over to Hilo and dealing with that, being in basically it's a completely new environment, they've just decided to pull back. Yeah. And so now we've got a bunch of people sitting on the fence again, waiting for the housing market to dip down again. Yeah. So, and a lot of people have said that these prices are they're unsustainable, right? And but then I also hear other people in the industry say, when you don't have a place that's building lots of new housing and it's restricted by building problems, that the demand remains high and prices will remain high.
Yes. Yeah. You got to look at what the problem is or what caused this, And before it was the crazy lending, and that couldn't sustain itself. But we've talked about this before, but it's 7 years from getting a permit to build a subdivision to a shovel hitting the ground. So it's not. I don't see anything changing. I do see prices will be stabilizing, and I think that because there are going to be a bunch of people that have moved here that weren't ready for not having something on every corner that they're used to, all the
Trader
different
Joe's.
restaurants. Trader Joe's, Joe's Crab Shack, all the different things that they thought they wouldn't miss, they get missing them in 6 months. Yeah. So I think we'll have some inventory opening up a little bit then.
But you're talking about not 6 months, you're talking 2 years.
Well, I was talking 2 years, 6 months ago, so we're talking a year and a half.
A year and a half.
A year and a half now.
Okay.
I've heard of 2 people that have done that already. I've heard of 2 people that have moved here during the pandemic and left already.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't think there's going to be a mass exodus of that, but it is a number to look at. So.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna jump in. So that again, that number's off. 52 shows 100% increase over last year. That number's off.
No, okay, wait, that's residential.
Yeah.
Okay, so 28 single family homes.
26 single family homes sold last year.
And 52 this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 50 and 60 the 19 and 18.
Okay.
So we're back. We're in the right number being sold right now.
Okay, vacant land.
Vacant land up 133%. 6 pieces sold last year, 14 this year.
And this is in North.
This is North
Conan.
Conan. Yeah. And then condos, this is the one that we told everybody to watch out for last year. They went up 342%.
Oh my gosh. And this is the number. You guys, 62 condos sold in 1 month.
That's a lot. So.
Oh my gosh, no wonder it's so hard to close an escrow.
Yeah.
Those escrow companies are on fire right now trying to close all these deals.
Escrow, yeah. And a lot of.
It takes a while to close your escrow. Just, you guys know
nothing
this.
happens on time.
Nothing.
We've got a 1031 exchange heading out of here, and the client jumped the gun and needs everything by the 16th of this month, and it's not going to close.
Yeah.
And it's nothing's on time, and I wouldn't doubt if they need to postpone it on their end also, because it's in California.
Oh,
so.
there we go. Yeah, this is not just happening here. This is happening a lot
nationwide.
Places,
yeah. I hear. I got my brother's got 6 offices in the Midwest, and we talk all the time. So.
And he's seeing the same thing, right?
Oh, yeah. And they kind of got a delay from where we were. He wasn't getting the crazy multiple offers until after we started getting them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
That was interesting. Okay. But that was winter time, too. You know, they were coming into their winter. So,
yeah.
So that's
I'm like
interesting.
This. The feds on these interest rates and drove this crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, interest rates are not going to go up too much anytime soon, I hear. No. So.
And again, they didn't drive the rates here. I mean, that's not what's driving our economy in Hawaii. It might be driving it in the Midwest and in other areas, but it's not here.
Well, people like a good deal on a mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just interject with a little bit of comment.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yes.
Paul K says, aloha, Lance.
Hey, Paul! Our latest homeowner who just got to the island!
Keep up the great work you're doing. Thanks for making it happen for us. We're here. And Brad says, we talked about the last couple of months about increasing in land sales. Look at Puna.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You guys look at those Puna numbers. If we look at the number of sales, Puna.
Oh, wow. Vacant land. Wow.
67 to 104. 154. I'm sorry.
So 154 people bought vacant land in Puna.
Yep.
Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big number. That's a lot. We just said Conan number's 14 people.
Yeah.
And then you jump up there to 154.
Yeah.
So.
Are you seeing anything else? Nope. Okay. You guys throw your questions in the comments in there if you want.
I got some comments on there too. Let me just jump over to the median sales price.
Yeah,
residential homes last year $735 median price. This year it's $948 on homes. So actually we are seeing a little bit. I went and ran the numbers real quick. January the median price was at $822. February it jumped up to $950. March it jumped up to $928, and $999 in April. Was $1 million. I wish I could have thrown $1,000 in it, make it $1 million.
No, we don't want $1 million median home price here. That's just not right.
I mean, Honolulu's making all the news because they're approaching that, and we've already approached that. You know, which I find is interesting. Nobody looked at that over here.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. So $999 last month to $948 this month puts us year to date at a median price of $940. So.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's too much. It's crazy.
I know.
That's not a median home price.
No, that's not a median home price. And people in Silicon Valley keep saying, well, it's 1 point. It went from like 1.2 to 1.5 to 1.6 or something in the Bay Area. Yeah. All this money. I asked somebody, I go, where did you get your crazy money? And they said the stock market. So when stocks went up, they can pull money out, right? And then you got the increasing equity in people's houses as this movement of humanity during the pandemic. So. Yeah.
If you guys remember, the last few months of the sales have been up in the 190s to low 200s. So last month there was 134 sales. So 67 to 73 of those, because somebody did some bad reporting on there, let's just call it 70 in the middle. 70 of those were cash. So we're right at a little over 50%, and that's been kind of running strong. So it's certainly not interest rates driving our market at all.
You think it was cash? Yeah.
Brad would like to add that all four islands are free.
Yeah, all of them. The of those 134 sales last month, 36 of them sold in 0 days.
Because they had cash.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no,
No.
actually, about half of those were cash and half of them weren't.
Okay.
There's some funny stuff going on with that. We just had a big meeting from the state with clear cooperation. If anybody